People of God, listen. I want to show you something that means a lot to me. This tree that was broken, I had two people come and cut some trees down for me, and they accidentally broke this one here. And when I came out this morning, it just made me feel so good, so full of joy to see like it's even got more bloom on it than it had yesterday. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but they're so beautiful, so pink. It's a peach tree. But when they broke it here, it was split from the root right there. I don't know if you see what that red tape is. And this brace here is what my mom bought and I put around it. Guys, come here. And when it got broken, the guy that broke it, he came to, guys, come here. He came to cut down some trees for me. And obviously it was by accident. He didn't mean to break it on purpose. But I was sad. And when he saw how sad I was, I'm trying to put this thing up. When he saw how sad I was, he gave me the money. You can see the tree here. There it is right there. See how that's blooming? Let me see. Wait a minute. But he saw how sad I was, and you don't see where it's broken down there, right there. So when he saw how sad I was, he actually gave me the money to go purchase another tree, right? And when I went to go purchase another tree, that's when I found the other one that I had. But and the other one that I had, when I went to the store, it was full of bloom, and I think it was just for me because it was just that one tree. And I came, put it in the ground, it bore fruit that year. But what I didn't do is I didn't give up on this one, because for one, I had put a lot of work into digging this hole. And you know, if you ever had to dig a hole before, you know it's not difficult. You know it's not easy to actually dig a hole. So I had put in a lot of work of digging this hole, and then and planting the tree, fertilizing it when it was just way smaller than this, right? So when I got back home, I just taped it up and I prayed. I asked God to protect my tree and to, let it bear fruit. I didn't want my tree to just, I just didn't want to give up on it, right? So the moral of what I'm saying, people of God, what I want you to know is there is power in prayer. There is power in prayer. I prayed for this tree. I did the best I could. I taped it up where it was broken at, and I put some little support braces around it. I built little sticks to hold it, and I would come out regularly and just pray for my tree. And that same year, even though this tree was broken and it was maybe handicapped because it was recovering, it bore peaches on one side. So one side, and I don't know if you can tell here, but one side of the limbs is longer. It's a bit disformed, right? So when peaches start coming up on it, I actually have to put more braces on it to support it, right? But I want you to know something. The fact that I never gave up on this tree, the fact that I prayed and I trusted in my Father, He answered my prayer, and this tree is now in full bloom, blooming more than the other tree that's fully healthy, that's not broken. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't have any issues. This tree actually last year made more peaches than the tree that doesn't have an issue. So what I want you to know, people of God, when we are persistent and consistent and we don't give up, yes, things come to, like spirits of doubt come to try to make us second guess our prayers, make us feel down, a little bad, or whatever. They're external forces that we wrestle against, not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. There's a bee pollinating my tree. Thank you, bee. But I don't like bees. So when we are consistent and we believe in our prayers, and we just determined not to give up, never stop believing, even in hard times, even in trouble, when we are determined not to give up, God will show up for us. There's always, how can they say it? I hear some people say, in order to there's always after the storm, there's always a sunshine, a rain, or something. I forgot how they say the thing, but you know, the main thing that we need to be cognizant of and we need to remember is that if you give up, what is there to look forward to? You can't give up. You can't stop believing. You have to always believe. Even when it comes to me completing tasks, hard tasks, things I never done before. If I just stop believing, if I don't believe, or I just, you know, if I lose faith, what is there? I have nothing else, right? And this tree, when I come out and I can see this tree every year in springtime blooming, um, that does enough for me. That puts a smile on my face. That makes me feel full of joy. You know, it's just it's a beautiful thing. The day can only get better, you know. So every time I see this tree, it reminds me of my faith. It reminds me of the fact of that I never gave up on it. You know, and I was determined to get me some peaches, and God came through, because it is only him that can bless the ground. Remember when Cain killed Abel, what did God tell him? Cursed shall the ground be. He should so he couldn't even grow crops because he was under that curse for the evil, the iniquity that he did against his own brother, right? So anyway, people of God, that's all I wanted to share. I hope I was kind of clear. I was a bit excited this morning when I came out and saw that the tree had a lot more bloom on it. You know, it just makes me feel good. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And also, I know you can see tires here in the background. I'm going to show you these tires. These tires, right, are what I'm going to use to plant some vegetables and fruits in some of them. And this is what I was telling you guys. We can use tires to plant stuff. All you have to do, if it's dirt on the inside, you can wipe it out or wash it out and fill it with your soil, and it becomes like a raised bed, kind of like the other raised beds that I have. So don't get rid of your old tires. If you have old tires, everything I advise someone to do and I talk about is because it's an idea that pops into my mind, and it's something that I am going to try. So as you can see, they're not really small either. So there's a lot of space there. I saw one guy, he didn't have a tire, but he was growing strawberries out of a little pot thing, similar to the same diameter as that tire. So I'm going to take those tires and use those as raised beds as well, excuse me, to grow some things. Anyway, people of God, you know I'm a jokester, you know I love to laugh. So I hope you enjoyed this shirt, where I'm going. I know this shirt is going to strike up a little humorous conversation with somebody that I'm about to go meet up with. Sorry I'm late. I did not want to come. So anyway, people of God, have a blessed day. Know that you are the light of the world. Don't ever let your light grow dark. Keep shining bright. And we know that the blood of Jesus is the only blood that has some power. Let's go be great on this day. It can only get better. It's going to be a good day today. You got to say it, you got to believe it, and you got to know it, right? All right, have a blessed day. I love you.